Hi, Andreas.
Hi,
Welcome.
Kirsten.
Thank you so much for making time to join me. What was it that encouraged you to go through an executive coaching process, knowing that you were already in this very senior position?
I would say the first intent was a good friendship with Andreas Keiger because I made a few years ago this core strengths, analyze with him, and then you find some overstrengths. And I was sitting with him, and then I was thinking, oh goodness, he's true. I reflected it on my own, especially with my former board members at my former company. And a few of them really was wondering that I'm on the board level, start to have an executive coaching, and I was asking my CEO, and it doesn't take too long as we came to the real points. He said, okay, maybe it will help you on certain things, and nobody is perfect.
The executive coaching process does go kind of beyond a professional relationship, if you like. And there's a lot of trust involved in that. But I liked as well that you became aware of the strengths that you were overdoing and that you wanted to proactively work on, if you like, turning the volume down on those overdone strengths to getting them back to being productive. I like that. What key insight you took away from the process?
A good friend of mine was my first boss at EVP. He told me that I have to learn to be less emotional and I have to not to be too speedy. Yeah, for me, it was the point where somebody told me, if you look for the back mirror and you go up to the hillside, be careful if you're crossing the hill, you will lose the team on the back. That was my most takeaway, to mirror myself, to measure myself, not on the weakest in the team, but how to take the people with you in a different kind of way. Yeah, and be much more, as I was before, focused, and I was focused very well, and doing less. Yeah, okay. Doing less, but doing the right things right. And be more adaptive, what people telling you, listen much more careful, take time to give people a chance to learn, to coach, to mentor. And that's a lot of things which helps me, especially afterwards, immediately. Also, to find out my own position in my life, not only on the professional side, also on the private side.
What would you describe as the most valuable thing for you that you really took away from this coaching process?
The funny thing is, most of the things are not new in your life, but the question mark is how to do it in a concerted way, do it precisely, take your time for that, and also have the right questionnaires. And I think if I take now out the book of N.E.W.S navigation, that was good for me for the onboarding here. Do I act with the people in the right way? Because every peer is different. Right. All of them are new for me. And it's a complete different onboarding, whatever you can have as a new member of the board in the new company, because the situation in the market with COVID-19 is completely different. It's a new way, the new normal.
You're in a new role now, right? What you took away from the coaching process has helped you to onboard into your new company. That was kind of the direction of my next question. How have you used it to really create that space with your team, that togetherness with your team?
I think it's good to know how you can take people with you on the journey with the right questionnaires, and also given the right time for that. Because at the moment, especially, it's a lot of socializing and less advising. Yeah, and that's something where leadership is different than to the past, and where the people has to learn how to manage it now in a different situation.
What would you say to anyone considering, to a senior executive who's maybe considering an executive coaching process with 2Leadership right now? What message would you give to them?
You will get a chance to improve yourself, your behavior, your style. You will find out what's your own position at the moment, and what do you want. I think it was very, very important in the beginning of the process, where I'm standing, where to go, to get this clearness to think about that. And then especially for me personally, it was to learn and readapt, to find the right questionnaires for the right situations, and to find out where the people are standing, where they want to move, find the right pulse for the people.
Thank you very, very much, Andreas. Very, very much appreciate you taking the time to talk to me today. And I wish you continued success in your new role. And I know that we'll be talking much more in the future.
I think so.
About lots of exciting things. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay.